struggling with codependency didn't just drain your energy, it drained your identity, right? But God is restoring who you really are. Codependency doesn't just affect your relationships, it affects your identity, right? So, because when you spend years rescuing, fixing, people-pleasing, performing, you lose sight of who you are outside of what you do for others, right? So, rebuilding identity after codependency means rediscovering the version of you that existed before fear taught you to disappear, right? So, here's what that journey looks like. You separate who you are from what you do. You're not your usefulness, right? You are not your productivity. You're not your emotional labor. Your identity is not your role. It's in your design, right? You reconnect with your own desires, not what others want or what they expect, not what you have to do to keep the peace. Your desires matter. Your voice matters. Your heart matters, right? You stop defining yourself by who you help. You are not the fixer. You're not the stabilizer. You're not the emotional parent. You're a person, not a role, right? You reclaim your boundaries, and boundaries don't limit who you are. They protect who you're becoming, right? They healed you. You rediscover your God-given identity, not the identity shaped by trauma or by survival or shaped by fear. Your true identity is rooted in Christ, right? Child of God. You allow yourself to take up space. You stop shrinking. You stop silencing yourself and disappearing. You show up as you, fully, honestly, safely, right? You let God rewrite your story. Psalm 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. God doesn't just heal your patterns. He heals the parts of you that learn to hide, to overgive, to overfunction, and to disappear. Rebuilding your identity after codependency means learning that you are allowed to have needs. You're allowed to have boundaries, to have rest, to be honest, to be yourself, right? You're allowed to be loved without performing. You're allowed to exist without rescuing, right? You're not who fear made you, right? You're who God created you to be. So here's a reflection question. What part of my identity did I lose in codependency? And what is God inviting me to reclaim? You don't rebuild identity by trying harder, right? That we keep saying that. You rebuild it by letting God restore the parts of you that fear erased, right? Something to ponder, as usual. I hope this blesses you. Until next time, guys. God bless.